Before this episode of Quick Look begins, I do want to thank Bandai Namco Australia and Square Enix Australia for sending me a copy of Theatrhythm Last Bar Line. You can get the game right now on Nintendo Switch. Right, let's get on with the review. Welcome back to Quick Look, everyone, the show where I take a look at a game for about 30 minutes to an hour or so, and give you guys my first impressions on the game in that time. And you know what, it has been a little while since we last done an episode. I am sorry about that, but you know how it is, shit just goes on, sometimes you forget shit, and plus there hasn't been that much that I want to cover on this show, so yeah, but I've got a good one this time, and I'm very excited about this. Thanks to my mates over at Bandai Namco Australia and Square Enix Australia, we're taking a look at Theatrhythm Final Bar Line. And I was a little bit intrigued by this, because, well, I've never played the Theatrhythm games. Yeah, I've never done it. Like, I've played my fair share of Square Enix games. Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Dragon Quest, hell, even Sleeping Dogs and Just Cause and the like. So, for me, it's like, this is like one of those series that just, I've forgotten about, and I've never really touched, but I want to finally give it a go. So, I played it, and what do I think of it? Well, I enjoyed it. Like, I really liked it. I spent around like 30 minutes on the game, and you know what, in that period of time, I realized that the game's brilliant. Like, it is legitimately brilliant. Sure, it's a rhythm game. And I know there will be people out there who don't like rhythm games, and some who do like rhythm games. But this is a rhythm game through and through, but with that Square Enix twist. Like, if you like Square Enix and their music and sort of thing, this is the game for you. Like, sure, at launch, it's only Final Fantasy stuff, but it looks like they're going to be adding in a lot of stuff from their other games, and I like that. I like being able to have that option to be able to play all that. But I think it's all just going to be DLC, which, you know, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but, I mean, they got to find a way to make more money. And sometimes, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I play the WWE games. It's like, I understand the DLC can be a pain, but hey, at least it works. So, yeah. So, what's the gameplay like in Theatrhythm if you've not played it? Well, I'd say it's easy to pick up and play, but it's definitely hard to master. It actually uses basically, like, 2 buttons. Yeah, 2 buttons and a joystick for the entire gameplay loop, which is a very unique way to do things, I'd say. Like, just 2 buttons, a joystick. It feels different. Yeah, it does. But I like that. I like that approach of it being, well, different. It's not like any other rhythm game. I mean, other rhythm games, they'll probably go ahead and make things complicated, like making plastic shit and that kind of thing, but Theatrhythm doesn't need that. All Theatrhythm needs is just for it to be fun. And the game's really fun. Now, I played through with some Final Fantasy VII music. You can pick your starting game in terms of the soundtrack from multiple different entries in the Final Fantasy series. But I just went Final Fantasy VII because that's the one I'm the most familiar with. And honestly, they nailed it. They nailed it. Now, this might be a weird complaint, but I wish they had music from Stranger of Paradise. I mean, they've got FF7 Remake, and that's obviously not on Switch. But would it have been nice if we'd gotten some music from Stranger of Paradise? I mean, they'll probably add in later as DLC or free updates, but yeah, a little bit of a missed opportunity, but what am I supposed to know? Square Enix knows what they're doing, and they'll probably add in later. I don't know. But quite honestly, I love how they use the soundtrack, and especially the visuals. Like, it feels very much like a Final Fantasy game. Like, it feels like you're playing a traditional Final Fantasy at points, but as a rhythm game. It's very weird of an experience, but it works so well, and I love it. Now, just to let you guys know, if you're content creators who are interested in playing the game, there are certain songs in the game that, like, are kind of a bit of no-no in terms of, like, if you're gonna stream the game, sort of thing. But, honestly, I don't think I'll have too much of an issue. I mean, I'm probably not going to stream it as such. I mean, I might. I could. But that's a matter for me to sort out. I'll have to look through the full list to see what songs are okay and what songs are not. I'm actually going to go through the list in terms of the editing for this video, so I can pop in the right music and such, which will probably be just music from Final Fantasy VII. Probably. But, you know, who knows? I don't really know if it'll work out, but it'll probably work. I don't know. So, yeah. Overall, I have to say Theatrhythm is a brilliant game. Like, if you are a Square Enix fan, if you are a rhythm game fan, hell, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, this is the game for you. Like, if you love Square, if you love Final Fantasy, if you love rhythm games, there you go. Hell, if you're just into rhythm games, and you've never really experienced Square Enix's stuff, it's a great way to introduce yourself into the genre, into Square Enix's IPs. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, this is a great way to introduce yourself into the rhythm game genre. And hell, if you love Square Enix in general, this is like a celebration of the company. And it's pretty damn good. Like, it is definitely worth a go. And I imagine there'll probably be more music added in DLC that probably most people wouldn't think, but who knows? I mean, it would have been neat if they add stuff from the Western games, but then again, I think most of the Western game IPs have been sold on to PlayOn, so yeah, that's a bit of a complicated can of worms there. I mean, technically, Square does handle some distribution for Hitman, but that's kind of a complicated matter. Like, I'm not even going to try and figure that shit out. Like, I'd like to, but no chance I'm gonna figure that out. I mean, even if they include music from, like, Just Cause or Sleeping Dogs, that would be cool. I mean, probably not a lot of people remember Sleeping Dogs, but, I mean, that game's pretty good, so maybe they might add that as DLC. I don't know. But, you know what? It was a great experience to check out. And thank you so much, Bandai Namco and Square Enix, for sending me a code. Like, this was really fun to check out. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I had a good fun making it, and, yeah, that's pretty enjoyable. So, right, thank you all so much. And, as I always like to say, I will see you all next time. Take it easy, everyone, and I'll see you all next time, I guess. Johnny!